Welcome to episode 15 of Paper Brief, where we dive into cutting-edge AI research and unpack it for you. I'm Charlie, your host, joined by Cleo, our ML expert, ready to decode complex jargon into enthusiast-friendly insights. Today, we're scrutinizing a fascinating paper titled SelfEval, leveraging the discriminative nature of generative models for evaluation. So Cleo, what's the big idea behind SelfEval?
Well, SelfEval is a method that essentially turns a generative model into its own critic. It's innovative because it uses the model to assess how well it understands text prompts by estimating the likelihood of real images that correspond to those prompts.
That sounds revolutionary. How does SelfEval differ from other evaluation methods?
Unlike other methods that might use an external model for assessment, SelfEval uses the generative model's own capacity to evaluate its text-image alignment, which could solve the biases introduced by using external benchmarks.
Can you give us an example of how SelfEval works in practice?
Sure. Imagine you have an image of a cat and several captions. SelfEval can quantify the likeness of that image to each caption, essentially allowing the model to evaluate whether an image truly represents a cat or, say, a dog.
I assume this has some implications for the reliability of model evaluations.
Absolutely. It brings us much closer to an automated evaluation that aligns with human judgment, which is the gold standard in this field. The beauty of SelfEval is that it enables this without extra models, solely with the model being assessed.
That's exciting, especially for scaling evaluations. Have the creators of SelfEval tested it on any real-world tasks?
Yeah, they've rigorously tested it across several benchmarks and tasks like color recognition, counting objects, and spatial understanding, and it's shown to be highly effective.
That's impressive. So it measures fine-grained aspects of text-image understanding. How reliable are the evaluations in practice?
Their studies have shown that SelfEval's automated assessments correlate strongly with human evaluations. This suggests that we can trust its judgment for text faithfulness across various models and benchmarks.
So is SelfEval setting a new standard for how we evaluate generative models?
It very well could be. It addresses critical drawbacks in standard metrics and offers a more nuanced and scalable means of assessing generative models. Definitely a leap forward.
And with that intriguing view into SelfEval's potential, we wrap up today's episode. Thanks for the insights, Cleo.
Always a pleasure. Let's continue to unravel AI's fascinating developments on the next episode of Paper Brief.